Hello, today I'm going to be showing you how to upgrade a certain item in Minecraft, or a certain redstone contraption in Minecraft. Very simple kind, and I call it memory, most people also call it memory, and it originally looks like this. It might ring a bell once you see this. There. And if you don't know what this is, I'll go ahead and put a button right here, and a button right here. So, when I press this button, this part turns on and it stays on. So basically it's memory for the redstone to stay on. Then when I press this button, the memory stays on and stays on. This turns on and it stays on. And if I press it again, it doesn't do anything. So it's basically a way to save power in it, so you don't have to constantly send a signal to it. You just have to send a little pulse and it saves it. Useful for a lot of things, but I'm just going to show you how to make it. That's how you make this. I'm going to show you how to make a better one. But this is the version that I normally use. It's a 3x2, but I still even came up with a 2x2 version. I'll show you that in a second. The only problem with this kind is it takes up another height. This makes the block up here. This makes the block go down here. I use these two different types according to how I need it. And this does exactly the same thing. Saves it here, and it saves it there. And now the one that we are going to be building today is this right here. As you can see, this is on, and you press this button, it switches it over. Press this button, switches it over. Technically, you do not need this. This is just where the energy's going. So it's a 2x2 area. Press this, that's on. Whoops. Press this, that's on. So very, very basic to build. That's because it's going to be used a lot. So you take a dropper, place it here, take another dropper, place it right toward each other so they're facing each other. Take any block, it does not matter at all. Just make sure there's only one block inside it. Then take a compactor and put two compactors right on the sides of this. You can face it any way around you want it to. I'll show you that in a minute. And just place buttons on it to do the power part. And then this is where your output's going to be. As of right now, it needs the item. Okay. Oh, wrong one. There. So, this has power right now. When you press the opposite one, now that one has power. Now that one has power. And so on. So, this is the same thing as those. You could set it up like this if you want to. Have two different power sources. Now that has power. Whoops. Did something wrong there. Oh. Aha. Doesn't work directly from the side. Do it from here. Once again, this may not be completely useful. You could. I think I did something wrong with the other kind. I think it's because where the compactors are. So, oh yes, you can put a button like right here, sends it over, then do the same thing over here, sends it over again, and do it again, just to show you. And you can have it go like this. Oops. Now the power goes over there. Now the power goes over there. And you can play around with this to see how you would like to use it. You could do some. I think you can do it like this. I'm not sure if this redstone torch will touch exactly. No, that part wouldn't work. You could invert the power to it. So, like, this is just a waste of space. This would do the exact same thing, but it would have add a delay to it. As you can see, it turns off the torch and turns it back on, and it waits a second. So you could make a tiny timer like that. You could just do pressure plates on top of here. So if you grab a pressure plate, there. Now it switches, and it, oh, there. Try not to stand on the pressure plate the entire time. stand on this one right here, if it comes up, or it might be this one. Wait for it. There we go. Have to wait for both pressure plates to come up. There. So I wouldn't use the pressure plate way. That way's stupid. Because if you hold both of them down, it does nothing. So, as you've probably noticed, when you're doing it with the redstone coming to it, the opposite side lights up than the one you touch. So, to fix that problem, it is a basic thing of that right there to invert it, or you can just manage it any way you want to. So, this video is way too long, but it's made for the dumb people and for the smart people and for the people who have no idea about redstone, which you shouldn't be watching this video if you have no idea about redstone, unless you have some basic concept, because that's redstone right there if you don't know that. Of course, you probably shouldn't be watching this video if you didn't know that. So, this is the basic way of doing it, and making it so it's a 2x2 size instead of a 3x3 or a 3x2. Of course, there is even another advantage to this that I forgot to mention. This, if you put a block over this, it adds power to that. If you put a block over this, it totally messes up this part. If you put it can't go up too high on this. This is just a 2x2. 2x2x1. You can put a block above this, block above this. No power will be added to this. You can do the same thing from below. I don't think, yeah, you can do it right in front of it there. You can do it under. You can do it anywhere around this. It's strictly just 2x2x1. So I'm going to quickly compare the sizes of it. Let's see. Okay. I'm putting the blocks of where the redstone takes up space. Not to mention, even if you place redstone next to it, it pulls it out to it. And this one, you can make redstone go like this, and it's not touching it, unless it's touching that button. But as you can see, it doesn't touch it, and you can step on a pressure plate here, and it doesn't do anything. Or it might. Did it just do something? Yeah, I'm going to test that real fast. I haven't tried this before. Get out of the way, you stupid button. Yeah, it does nothing. So, because it wraps around, you'll have to have it going directly toward it. Directly toward it. I think that did affect it because of the way I made it. Why is it not working? I don't think it likes it straight from the sides. So you can't put it from the sides. You can put it like this. There, that works. So that's how you do that. You can mess around with that to try and figure it out. And back to making the sizes of it. Okay. Let's see here. And 1 and 2. So this is the space for the original one of redstone it takes up. This is the space for the my kind that I made. This is just skinnier, but it's taller. This one is the space for this new one I made, which is a big difference. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 blocks of space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 blocks of space. And this has 4 blocks of space. So there's a big difference there. There is a huge difference in it. Except this is where the power will go right here. You can also... Oh man, this video is getting way too long. You can also put them just like this, or you can put the compactor out sideways, like that, and then use something like this to do that. And you can... I have no idea if this works. I never tried this. No, that won't work. And just since you're here, you might want to see this. I have no idea if this works either. I'm just going to see if it does. Nope. It has to be parallel with it. So You can put it on the sides, you can put one here, but what you do not want to do is do something like this. They're both coming out of the same one. Make sure you avoid that, and you can put it like this, so it still takes up the 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can make the redstone come in from the sides. So that was just a long way of showing you. Well, I showed you, but then I went into more depth about what you can use, how you can do it, different ways you can do it. But overall, it just uses the basic 4 blocks. So that can turn out useful, very useful, because in computers or calculators or something where you want to make a line of buttons and then have like a torch on top of each of them, and you press the button, and the torch would be somewhere else, but you like press the button, that torch turns on, all the other torches turn off. You would use these, and this is a lot smaller version, and it will turn out to be a lot more use. So I hope this turns out useful, and I hope someone else didn't have this idea already, because I tried to look it up. No one has used this idea, I'm pretty sure. So please leave a like, a comment, and please subscribe. And I'm sorry if this is, I think this is not HD, but if it's not HD, I'm sorry about that. My recorder's been giving me some trouble, and I think I've fixed it, but, well, I think I found a way to fix it. And that is all for this video. I'm sorry it's so long. Goodbye, people of YouTube.